When I was visiting my parents a few months back or a little more, I was playing with some ghost spirit apps on the phone. I just wanted to be able to hear the Alpha Centaurians or other spirits if there were any messages. I would like to be able to be of further help to other beings, and so that's what I was looking for. And instead, what came through was a being with kind of a gruff voice. I pictured this being as a big burly guy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they actually look like. They said that they're from Mars and they're called Mulchers. And I think there was some stuff that I didn't understand that he was saying. But I do know that he said that I was invited to visit Mars, to go to uh, the Galactic Association, is what they first said, and I was confused. I'm like, association? And then he said Federation. And so I'm thinking, I've never heard of a Galactic Federation of Light on Mars. I know the kinds of things that go on Mars. I'm like, where's the positivity on Mars? Where's this positive, loving group? I just couldn't picture it. However, I was thinking maybe I could be of help, be an ambassador or something. But at the same time, I was kind of leery because I know the crap that goes on, some of the crap that goes on there. And I felt this excitement. It felt like it was by multiple beings. They were happy that I was thinking of agreeing in my mind. This was in my mind, and then I thought, I don't think I said it out loud. And then I thought, if it's okay with Source, because if it's okay with Source, obviously it's going to be of light and love. It would be a positive experience. And then I felt a big disappointment. And I'm thinking, okay, okay, so yeah, they really were negative. And they wanted, I don't know what they were going to do with me on Mars, but I'm not sure. I, I'm, my, we do still have free will, but that's not why I'm here on Earth. I'm not here to enter into an agreement to do anything negative or be forced or controlled. However, the free will could be there and I could change my contract, my soul contract. So luckily I did not. And so just message to you guys, maybe just in case you have guides that aren't so positive, uh, try running it through Source. And maybe add for my highest good or of light and love, stuff like that, to make sure it's a positive whatever you're asking, or true message back, not by a deceived not by a deceiver. So anyway, I don't remember if anything else was said. I just felt excitement, then the letdown by them when I mentioned Source, and then I don't remember anything else being said. But I know that I was getting a little pissed because I wanted to hear from positive beings and see if I could be of any help. And instead of this negative guy, of course, somehow I'm being monitored by I don't know how many species, but I'm just not caring. I'm not going to allow that to be part of my reality. So it's kind of like them trying to be negative and do these things to me, but hitting a wall. So it's a lot of pointless energy. But that's their reality. If they want to expend energy and then add up all that karma by doing these negative things, I mean, I don't have to put them in jail. They're gonna have to pay for it themselves in other ways. So I'm keeping to my positive and loving reality. But anyway, what also was happening in that spirit app, I still wasn't getting what I wanted. I wanted to be able to communicate with certain beings. Instead, there were what sounded like people. I don't know if they were people, who they were. They had accents. It sounded kind of German. What they were doing was, first there was a lady and a man who were alternating, after every so while. They would say a word, and then they would just wait a second. They'd say another word and wait a few seconds. And once I realized, like, they would say blue, and then they would say, maybe say blue a couple times, and then maybe shirt. And it took me a while. I was slow, but I'm looking and I'm like, I have a blue shirt on. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So not only is Mars messing with me by sending some negative being, they're trying to do psychological mind testing on me, by saying a word, and they would see what I was thinking, because I noticed they had a response. Not, I'm sure they weren't supposed to, but I heard a response to something I was thinking, and it matched with the feeling I had, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I was just like, this happened over a few days, and because I'm like, they can't keep coming through every time I turn it on. How do they know? I Obviously they can send beings to look. I think that they can probably send nanites. They can send mini cameras. I've seen beings, different. It's weird. I saw what looked like would be a window or something that was put that traveled in the air, probably some kind of drone, small. Um, it looked like it would be another planet. There were other beings, and they were watching through the screen. So it'd be like a window. It's like them watching the Truman Show, except we are the Truman Show. I've seen this, in pictures that I've taken. And I figured out what was going on. Um, just to let you know, we are being monitored in multiple ways by other beings, and the TV is right there on their planet, and it travels for anyone who wants to just stand there. Maybe after, they're walking down the sidewalk, they want to check in on some humans, check in some real life on Earth. They do that. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say that there's things like that exist, but there are mini cameras, very small, not seeable by the human eye, and they're going around and they're watching and they're focusing on all of us, some of us. Like this one was, at the window of the car, and it was watching, um, us in the car. Yet I was taking pictures, and somehow I saw into their reality on the other side. I don't know if this was my third eye, because I don't think people are seeing what I see in the pictures. So I'm not understanding if it was in the picture or just myself. I'm not really sure. The thing is, the pictures weren't so clear, so I never used them, and I don't know where I put the pictures. And but I just figured out what was going on. I don't know. I do know that I'm able to do some readings and, get some information correct. I guess I'm reaching out into some records somewhere. I'm somehow, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm guessing that's how these beings. I'm guessing they were on Mars. They could see what I was wearing, what I'm doing. and they were saying some things that matched me, and wondering, and then they would read my mind to see what I was thinking, and they were recording it. And yes, I got the feeling they were scientists. I got the feeling they were from Mars. I got the feeling they definitely had accents. See, the spirit box wasn't picking up all the words correctly, and I could tell. And so I'm telling them in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you guys, you're not doing such a good job because you guys have accents. So if you want to do a better job, you probably should get someone who can speak English better so that you'll get better results. I wasn't being mean, but I was like, you guys are kind of being dumb. But anyway, so that was my experiences with the spirit box a while ago. So was the Mulchers, and then I'm assuming some German scientists from Mars doing psychological experiments through the spirit box. Okay, this was long. It's probably boring. But I think there's some information that you might want to know about that's going on. Some real truth. All right. Much love, everyone.
Who are the Mulchers?
What?
On Mars? Why are Mulchers talking to me?
One moment. They're. I believe they're told to keep an eye on you.
By whom?
Reptilian energies.
On Mars?
Mm-hmm.
Why was I being invited to Mars? Why was I being told I was invited by a federation? They were trying to trap
Yes.
me into a negative contract.
Correct.
I felt them get excited when I said, okay, I will. And then after that, I said, only if Source is okay with it.
Very good. Yes, very good.
And then I felt their disappointment. They were excited, and then the disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Because Source is the ultimate. Mm-hmm. If it's not of love,
yes,
Source doesn't give me the okay.
Mm-hmm. It was a test on your end. You were curious, Sue. You have a lot of connections with Mars.
Why can't I have positive ones come and invite me?
You will. Mars isn't always the best place for positive connections.
I will. I've already put in my mind I will never go to Mars.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Agartha is the way to go. Mars was just a test. Because you're technically here to heal Mars. You might not want to go there, but you're healing it in your own way. Doesn't mean you have to heal it and save it or anything, but no.